Hi guys, it's Alec here, and auditing can be such a awesome profession, and I was very confused when I started hearing the terms AI, artificial intelligence, and BI, which is business intelligence, and automation, etc., etc. So over the last 3 years, we've been really focusing massively on automation and on optimization of data handling. And my background as an auditor, which really helped me to empathize with that space and understand where it really was difficult to do stuff manually. And I've just learned that that automating some things through a computer in the data age that we are in actually helps you. It doesn't weaken you as an audit. It actually strengthens you. Reason is that we are intelligent beings. We are people that think out new things. It's something a computer doesn't do. It doesn't think about new things, new ideas. That's our human brains, and that's what's great about it. Computers, however, are fantastic processes. So to do something that's already been thought out and that is understood and that can be done over and over and over again, that's a computer's processing job. So what I've found is when we work together and we use a computer, we can actually get so much better grip of data. Okay, so what I want to show you is an AI auditor, okay, artificial auditor, so that you as an auditor can use to enhance and enable you to actually audit better on a more detailed level and see more issues arise. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of our apps called MyVAT. Okay, MyVAT integrates to any Pastel Partner Pastel Xpress or Sage 50 cloud database, and it automatically reconciles your VAT for you. Okay, now as a norm, our apps enable you to have grip of data, okay, so that you can handle it better and audit it on a detailed level. But what I'm going to show you, we've actually added some AI auditing intelligence into it. Right, so what we've done, I'm going to go into our demo database called WOW. This is the app, and it's fully integrated. It's also interactive. You can take, this is a VAT app, so you can say, well, I'm going to now audit the VAT for a specific period. I'm just going to look at this month and this month, that's 2018 3 and 2018 4, which is March and April, for instance. You can go, this is a one-click environment, very simple. And underneath this database sits about 7,000 or 8,000 lines of GL transactions. So you've got a nice quick grip, and it can handle a few 100,000 lines very quickly. And you as auditor can now look at it and then obviously assess where you want to go and extend your testing or even go and do some analytics, etc. Now I'm going to show you here what we've done here is a VAT recon by trial balance. Okay, so it basically tells me here's my VAT control account at the top, and it says, well, your control account over the period, over the 5 years of 5 financial years that we've got here, you've had movements, debits, credits, etc., etc. But currently that in total sits at 5,468 Rand and 82 cents. Now what you want to do as auditor, you want to say, what is that correct? Did we process VAT correctly on each transaction? Did I have the right output, and did I claim enough inputs? Okay. Now here at the bottom sits a whole trial balance. Okay, your 7 digits are here. And as you go down to the bottom, you actually see it balances to 0. Okay, there in that trial balance sits your 9500 account as well, which is that 5,468 Rand and 82 cents, which we just saw. Okay, so the purpose now is to show you that ultimately this is a detailed analysis by a trial balance, but that actually shows you how much VAT you've claimed or you have actually raised on each net leg. So let's see, for instance, that sales there, sales 21,000, we have raised 3,404 Rand of VAT, and that equals to 15%. So this is an automated calculation, and actually it changes as you go and change your slicer here at the top. So let's say, for instance, I say, well, let me just see what August last year looked like. You'll see everything changes and the actual values change. And then you would see that if we go pre 1 April 2018, actually goes to 14%, and there goes to 15%. Because why? Well, VAT actually increased from 14 to 15% on the 1st of April 2018. So now I'm just going to bring everything on board. I'm going to show you a little bit different here now. Okay, so firstly, we as auditors, we are the intelligent beings when it comes to computer and using this app. But we know, for instance, when we go and map, okay, so remember when we map stuff, we actually say, well, let me build a, let's say, for instance, a balance sheet here. And here we've mapped some things. We've said, take my various accounts and map it for me into a balance sheet. There, for instance, property, plant, equipment. Under that sits my, I'm sorry, I'm actually clicking the wrong thing there. So here I can, for instance, go and say, there is computers, and I can actually drill down onto computers and go and see how my mapping looks like. Okay, but now here comes the actual nice difference. On this trial balance, we've added here called VAT is correctly processed. Okay. So what we've done, we've gone on our mapping and we've added an extra field of mapping. We've said, look, me as an intelligent being, I know that something like, for instance, bank charges, all right, bank charges over here, yes, that should always have a VAT claim on it, okay? Whilst something like no, finance charges should never have VAT claims on it, all right? Then I give it to the AI auditor and I say, I've now given you the rule. Okay, I've given you the rule. I said this is my mapping, but I've added another field and another depth, and I've said, but on this trial balance account, transactions that go to it should have a claim on it, for instance. Now I can, once I've done that, it runs through the whole 7,000 lines, and it actually goes and spits out here for me. Well, some of it's not assessed. For instance, let's say something like subcontracting fees. Sometimes your subcontractors are VAT registered, so you can claim. Sometimes they're not, so you can't really say yes or no. I'm talking about a yes or no here. So now you want to, because you actually want to get through the day-to-day transactions. You just don't, I mean, you don't want to go and say, well, every single transaction is so simplistic. A computer is basic rules, you need to feed it. So we've fed it a basic rule and said, well, bank charges, yes, always a claim. Look here, if I say it's been correctly processed, I say false, which is my errors. Now suddenly something spits out here and says, well, your bank charges, whilst if you click everything on, your full bank charges is 10,000 Rand. And I say, but show me, do I have errors? Suddenly something spits out here. Interesting. 2,144 Rand of that 10,000 Rand, it says here, the VAT auditor is telling me, hey, but listen here, you didn't claim on this 2,144 Rand. Now I can drill on it and I say, but oh, let me go and see this, because this is an opportunity for my customer to actually go and have additional claims. And once I actually go and feed into this, I say, but there's a monthly service charge. Yes, I should definitely be claiming for this. Why did I not claim? And if I then go and look at that transaction, the full debit, credit, and net leg of that transaction, 1081, that's my transaction ID. And I come back and I say, just bring everything back. I want to see what that looked like. I can actually go and drill on the full trial balance here. And now I can go and see quickly what it looked like. 1081. Let's just have a look. Okay, transaction ID 1081. Here we go. All right. Now you'll see here, no 9500. So this thing, firstly, let me just add up here, 22 lines of transactions that went through my cash book. This was a cash book payment. If I look here, I can also see the E-type CB1 payments. Okay, this is typical Pastel talk here. But anyway, so it says these are payments that were made, but no claim here. Look at this, all my accounts. It went to 22 lines, debits and credits, which balances to 0. But no 9500 debit here, meaning I didn't claim anything. So I actually, that bank charges and that monthly fee which was processed here, an immediate card fee and debit card fee, all of that actually was a missed claim. All of these bank charges, missed claims, 332. But the nice thing about the AI auditor, what I want to show you guys here, is that you gave it the rule. You said, well, it needs to claim that VAT when it is a 3,200 account, which is bank charge, because you knew, as the person, the auditor, you knew that, listen here, that's when I want to claim. So use a VAT auditor can now say, but here's the rule. Okay, you go and process this rule. You're going to apply this rule to all of my transactions and show me where there are errors. That's the great thing about you. You are the smart person, and you're telling the computer, you just do your great work, which is process through, just go through everything and show me issues, so that I can actually go to my customer and give him the feedback on, is everything correct and where did we miss claims, for instance, which is great, because now they can claim back that And obviously, we also, when we hit a VAT audit, we want to make sure that we actually have done our work and we haven't, there's no surprises coming from SARS, right? Okay, so yeah, that's an AI auditor. Really, really is a great help. I hope this video has been, has been helpful and for you to understand the benefit of an AI auditor. And as I said, this is MyVAT plugs into any Pastel Partner, Pastel Xpress, or Sage 50 cloud database. And if you guys want to see more, please visit our website, mybi.co.za, or just send us an email. You can go to our website as well, and just to see our contact details, or you can personally send me one. It's alec@mybi.co.za. Thank you for joining, and I really enjoyed. I hope you guys have and learned something, and see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.